everyone, this is Maureen and welcome to My Crochet Story. Today is Thursday, August the 1st, and I am here to wrap up all of the goodies and to let you in on a little bit of what we did from our Florida get-together. But before I get to all that, let me say thank you to all of you that watched the video yesterday on part 1. I greatly appreciate your comments and your thumbs for letting me know that you liked the video. I do hope that you will do so as well today. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome into you as well. I hope that you were also able to catch the video yesterday of all of the goodies that we had been collecting all of the for at least a year to commemorate our first get-together. I failed to mention that yesterday. This was our first get-together, and I mean, it was really, really fun. We all had a good time, so let me just say thank you to all of you that watched part 1, and now we'll wrap it up with part 2. You know, as I said, we all had a lot of fun, and you know, we've been seeing each other in videos, in lives, and in Zoom meetings for well over a couple of years now. And it was just really nice to finally be able to say, oh my goodness, you are real. That seemed to be the topic every time somebody new arrived. It's like, oh my gosh, you are real, you know, and able to put their arms around one another and say hi and love on each other. It's just not the same by doing it through the screen. So to finally be able to get and talk and sit down face to face, share things that we're working on, things that we love, you know, it was really super awesome. So yesterday I showed you a bunch of trinkets and things that we got together, some wonderful things that were contributed by everyone. I showed you the first of the bags that our friend Connie from All Handmade Connie made for us. She stitched them up. Froggy had bought some special material to send to her to make the bag, and I will put it up here one more time for y'all to see. So this is what we call the Florida bag, and as I said, Connie made it for us. She gave it a nice square bottom, and it has a zipper pocket on the inside and 2 very nice deep pockets on the outside here. And I don't know if I showed it to you well enough yesterday, but I will today for certain. On the inside, she used some just as colorful as the yarn as the material on the outside, and if you look at it closely, it matches the same color scheme. But those are little schemes and balls and scissors and notions of things that you use whenever you're working with yarn. So that was our main bag. Today I'm going to show you what Connie made for each one of us specifically. But before I show you that, let me remind each and every one of you that are watching, be sure to leave me a thumbprint and please consider sharing it out. Number one, it really does help the channel, and you know what, folks, I'm getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, and I really would like to meet that goal by, I don't know, October, let's say, but definitely by the end of the year. So if you don't mind sharing it out, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, so I saved the good stuff. I mean, not that what I showed you yesterday wasn't good, but this is the stuff, you know, that just makes your fingers itch and gets your juices in your brain a going and a flowing to see what it is you want to do with it. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is Leslie of the Corn has been holding on to this box from Daniel for me since about March. Now, I remember asking him get it for me, this yarn that I'm going to show you. Just a minute. I apologize for that. Evidently, Lacey saw something that she did not care for outside our window, and she is a little protective of her space, so I had to stop the camera for just a moment and, you know, reassure her that everything was okay. But anyway, about this yarn that I ordered from, that I had Daniel pick up for me. It is, I mean, there's nothing spectacular about the colors, but the reason why I wanted this yarn is because it is from Stylecraft and it is tagged special. Now this is a double knit yarn. I'm sorry, I've been moving it around so much that it's starting to want to come apart on me. This is 100% acrylic. It is a DK weight, and there are approximately 322 yards or 295 meters. This is a, doesn't give me the weight of the skein. No. Guess I could have got out my scale and weighed it for you. But it is a premium acrylic. I had him purchase for me 3 reds, 3 blacks of the same, you know, it's 300 and, what did I tell you? 322 yards as well. It is the DK black, this one here red, and 4 skeins of the white. Now, as I said, at the time for me to pick out these colors, I had to have had something special in mind, guys. I mean, I honestly did. What? Now? I don't know. I'm going to have to start in my little book of ideas whenever I get yarn to go ahead and write out beside that idea. Yarn purchased, and this is what I purchased. But I didn't expect for Daniel to have to hold on to it for me so long, and then when he finally sent it to Leslie for me, for her to hold on to it so long. But anyway, I finally have received it. Now if I can just remember what to do with it. Now, but black, red, and white, surely there's something I can do with that, don't you think? Even if I do them all together or all separately. I mean, they're, for the red and the black, I have nearly 1,000 yards of each color, and definitely well over 1,000 yards for the white. So I'm sure there's something I can come up with those skeins. So let me get these back together here. Alrighty, now let me get this out of this bag. I'll try not to put it where Mr. Picky Mouse here gets all bent out of shape. So let me get this set up over here, that there. Now I promise you this video won't be near as long as yesterday's. I just got to looking at the time and I was like, oh my goodness, this is getting ready to be longer than what I thought it would. So anyway, this is my own special bag that Connie made for me. Nobody else in the group got one like it. So mine is more of a travel bag, or a very small duffel bag, I guess you could say. It has a very nice bottom on it, and it is lined inside and out with the same colors. Now the inside has a little bit different design, which I will show you here in just a little bit. And it also has the nice, like I said, what I like to call the army netting. And it has a very, very pretty from side to side zipper. So let me show you what it is that I have stuffed in here. Now each of us did receive from Connie this cute little bag that you could put a cake in, or a small project. It has strings, so you can drop your cake down in there, pull out your starting end, tighten her up, and just get to working. Or like I said, it will hold a small skein or a small ball and a needle and a project. You know, I could see me taking this into the doctor's office with just enough yarn and my favorite hook size and make me several washcloths while I'm sitting there, or a couple of soap sacks or something, because this would be the perfect size to just drop down in my backpack purse. So I would definitely love that. Now, a couple of the other things that were made for us here. That's set out over there. I mean, Connie just made use of all of the material, folks. I'm not kidding you. She didn't leave. If she had anything left, I mean, I would be really, really surprised. Because like I said, she used up everything that she could. Okay. Now to go along with our little bags, look at this. She made me a little tiny backpack. Isn't it cute? And it's got its own little zipper here. I told her I was going to use it to hold my quarters for going to the laundromat. But isn't that cute? I mean, it's just precious. Precious, precious, precious. And like I said, I love it. And then she also made, out of some of the material that was left over from my bag, this cute little geometric pyramid. Now that is great for holding boxes of stitch markers, my little containers that hold my needles. But isn't that cute? And what a unique design. I mean, I just thought that was precious. So I will definitely be using it to hold my, you know, the smaller things that just kind of get thrown in a basket or something. Well, wouldn't this be nice to be able to throw in a container with some needles, a couple of extra stitch markers, maybe some small scissors to take with me while I go to throw in a project bag? Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing with this. But I just thought it was precious. And again, look, a little coin purse. Is that not cute? Now, I don't know why, but I happen to end up with two of them, and I already have one in my my backpack purse over here that already has my extra coins in it. Because you know how you're always digging around in your wallet for coins? Well, now I have mine where it's hooked onto the side of one of my straps. You know, the rings? Yes, the other one is stuck right there, so I can get quickly to my change whenever I need it. Now, one of the other items that I believe it was Froggy, again, I'm not real certain, but all of us got this cute little notion pouch, and it says, "She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without the fear of the future," from Proverbs 31:25. Isn't that pretty? It's a nice little canvas bag. And inside of it, of course, we're going to have some stickers, all about the same as what we got before. I mean, just plenty more stickers. Now, many of these stickers were specific to me, like teacher on duty, and I love the fact that that's with little things that represent Florida there, you know, like you're at the beach. And there was some more of the stickers like I showed you yesterday. Yes, all of these are Florida stickers. And then a couple more pins were in this bag of, you know, like I was telling you, the pins that have the Bible verses or the words of encouragement, like this black one says, "Stay positive." Put it over there so I can get to it quicker. And this one says, "Praise Him, sun and moon," comes from Psalms 11:27. So I just think these are wonderful little pins, and like I said, I do believe that she got them or purchased them from Temu, but I really do like them. I think they're awesome. Okay. let's see what else. Oh, now folks, I don't know if you know this about me, but I love little tins. I just love them to pieces. Now this one says, give it to God. Isn't that right? Just give it to God. God is the one that's supposed to take care of everything for us anyway, and he always tells us, that's what I'm here for. I love you. Let me have it, and I will take care of it for you. And inside it says this is a little prayer box, and with it came a little pen and a little note, so if you wanted to, you could write a prayer in here or something that you needed prayers for, and then you could come back later and put a little date on it as to when it was answered. But the lid of the box says, blessed is she who believed that the Lord would fulfill his promises to her. Blessed is she who believes that the Lord would fulfill his promise in her. So that comes from Luke 1:45, and anyway, like I said, I love little tins, but this one here is especially going to be precious to me because just a nice little reminder that I need to give it to God. Love this. So moving on, we had a couple of little extra pouches of some goodies in them. You know, goodies are always welcome. This one had a little box of stitch markers that are not only for crochet but also knitting stitch markers, because like I told you yesterday, you know, Froggy gave all of us a set of knitting needles because we were all supposed to learn how to knit. But you know, time just gets away from you. And of course, have to have another tape measure because you can't have too many of those. Now, this is what I love the most out of this little pouch. I am always picking on my girlfriends because whenever they get a package, what's the first thing they do? They grab a pair of scissors to open the package with. And I'm fussing at them all the time. No, that's not what your scissors are for. I mean, we all know that, but we're also all, me included, guilty of reaching for something to open up that box when we get it because we get so excited about what's inside. So, let's see. This is TOVIV, I think. I think that's right. Anyway, it is a package opener. Look at that nice little thing there. And I've already had to use it, and yes, it works. It is so nice. It's got a nice open place here where you could hook it somewhere, you know, where it's within easy reach, and it will save your scissors. So I'm sure you can find them on Temu. I'm sure you can find them on Amazon, and I'm sure that you can just go down to your local hardware store or even in the packaging space of Walmart, Walgreens, anywhere. I'm sure you can just go and pick these up. But it's one of those things that you never think about unless you write it down specifically on your list. So this was something nice to see in this little pouch here. Let's see. And these are the cutest little scissors. I've not had time to put them on a bag yet, but aren't they precious? See, they got a little key ring, the little chain there where you can clip it to something. I just thought that was so cute. Really, really cute. And let's see, another little bag of plastic stitch markers. But you know, you never can have too many of those, especially if you're like me and you like to keep your stitch markers for your pretty stitch markers, you know, for showing off. And then we had some different little tools in which to grab our yarn when we're getting ready to sew in our ends. So here was one. Here's our typical little, that one, you know, I'm sure many of you have many of these laying around. I mean, yeah, I have plenty of those. And then I have this new one, and I just really love it. Look at that. Isn't that not nice? That is nice and big. Helps you to put your yarn through your needle. I mean, guys, this thing is wonderful. Wonderful. Okay. So that came from that little pouch. I have this one here that I want to show you before we get to some yarn. Yes, I do have yarn today to show you. Okay, let me get this situated back in here so she'll zip up. And I do love this little notions pouch because, you know, this is one of those that you can throw in your bag and keep in the car. It is waterproof. I mean, there's no way any water is going to get into that and mess up anything that you happen to have in there. So I think it'd be a great pouch for me to keep in my car. Alright, and then here's another cute little pouch. Now this one I'm sure she got at Hobby Lobby, but look at the little flowers on here. Isn't it cute? And there's two little items in here that I was really excited to see. Now, this one is for you to be, it's a little bee, and it's for you to be able to stick your knitting needle through in case, you know, you can't read the sizing on it. But isn't that cute? I just thought that was awesome. It's just a wonderful little guy. And I love these. There's the little honeycomb that goes with it, and that's for you to be able to size your crochet hook in the event that you can't read it on there, or it's lost its sticker, or, you know, if you're like me, I have several that I have just used them to the point where the sizing has rubbed off on them. So I do have a couple of gauges that show me that, but it's always nice to have another one. And then there's just another little package of stitch markers, a little plastic needle in there, and a little row counter, which, you know, I never have used, so it might be kind of neat to try that out, don't you think? Like I said, I've never used one, but it comes in this cute little pouch, which again, it is waterproof, and it has a nice zipper here at the top, so it's a nice little thing to throw in some notions and throw in another bag, just if you're out going somewhere. Oh, and folks, I've always looked at these, but I've never gotten them for myself, and these are those little clips that you can put your garments together, like whenever you're seaming something up, and it'll hold it in place so that you can gather up your stitches that correspond correctly with each other. So like I said, I have seen these and I have thought off and on that I would like to get me some, so now I have some and I can try them out and see if I like them for myself. So, alright, I think that now gets me to the yarn. Okay. Alright, let me put this aside for just a moment. Now, many of you may not know this, but Michelle Mosaic spins yarn. And so she had spun up some natural wool, and we all got to pick what it is that we would like to have. So I was lucky enough to snatch up 3 skeins of this beautiful gray. Now this is natural, it has not been dyed, it came right off the sheep. Isn't that pretty? And like I said, I was able to snag 3 of them. And of course they're all different sizes. I don't even know how much I have here, but there we go. And as I said, I have 3 of them. So if nothing else, I do know that I have enough to make a hat, possibly some fingerless gloves to go with it. So I'm super excited to work with this. Now, it is a roving. I mean, she said it's, you know, thin in some places and thick in others, just like a roving yarn is. And I love working with a roving yarn, so I know I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. And folks, it smells like wool. It smells so good. Woo! Yep. Alrighty. Now let's get to the yarn here. Where'd you go? Oh, there it went. I had it still sitting on the floor. Alrighty, so first I want to show you, Froggy ordered this from Casual Fashion Queen, and this is a fat bottom gin, okay. It is superwash merino, 70% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. There's 435 yards, and it is a fingering weight. Is that not gorgeous? I just think it's beautiful. Very, very pretty. I just love it. And smells so nice and clean, and it is so squishy. Yes. But then, you know, superwash merino, it has that nice soft texture to it. I don't care what weight you get it in. This is very, very pretty, and I have some fingering weight in some other colors that I think will go with this very, very well. Haven't made up my mind what I'm going to do with it yet, but it is going to be very, very pretty. Alrighty, let's see. Now, these other skeins, I'll have to tell you, a while back, in fact, when I finally decided on my slogan for my channel, Be the Light, I had Daniel dye me up some yarn, and it's called Be the Light. And I had ordered some yarn for to give to my sisters that were there, and I also asked him to go back and do us some solids that could go with it, because it is a very colorful yarn, and I wanted them to be able to mix a solid with it. So there were different solids that he had dyed up for us, and these are the three that I chose to go with mine. Now, this is one of the colors in my Be the Light yarn. Now, none of these have a color name on them. This is another color that's in my Be the Light. And this is another color that is in my Be the Light. So, and I believe this is the last one I got. Excuse me, that I picked up. Because, like as I said, there were several, and I wanted everyone to have a chance to get what they wanted. So, as I said, these are colors that go with my color scheme for my Be the Light yarn, and I give it out from time to time whenever I have some. So I was very happy to get these to go with my own collection of my Be the Light yarn, because I do have a project in mind to go with it. But, you know, a multicolored yarn can sometimes get very, very busy, and I like to break up sections, especially with what it is I'm going to make, and so these colors will help to do that in the design that I'm making with my yarn. Alrighty, so that takes care of the yarn that we got from one another. Let's see what else was in my bag, because I just saw some other goodies in here that I didn't show you yesterday. All right, we all received a furls. Now this one is a J because I like it. Now don't ask me which one this is, but there she is. Isn't she pretty? I think she's just gorgeous. Now I know what this next one is. It's a sparkly one. There you go. And of course it's furls, my favorite hook. And I believe this one is an H. Yes, it is. But isn't she pretty? I just think she's lovely, lovely, lovely. So, as I said, we each received some furls hooks. And I have to show you these real quick. Now, We all received a set of stitch markers that Connie put together for us to commemorate being in Florida. Of course, you have to have Mickey Mouse. Any cute? Let's see, is this one Mickey? No, mine is Minnie Mouse. Yes, mine is Minnie Mouse. I think we all got somebody different, but mine is Minnie Mouse. I do have a Mickey Mouse head. And I have, I think this is Mulan. There you go. I think that's Mulan. Not real certain. But all of the rest of these are just, I'm just going to try to spread them out here to show you. They're all stitch markers that have to do with Florida, you know, seashells and fish and mermaids. A couple of little crystals. This one is a heart. This other one over here has little little stars that float around in there and shake. And yes, like I said, this one in particular, it just shows, you know, things that will help you remember about Florida. Like I said, being at the beach, that kind of thing. But this other set, she made special for me. Now, each one of us, she designed a set of stitch markers of what she felt like reminded her of us. Now I am going to say there are a couple of stitch markers that we all received that are the same, but for the most part these stitch markers are representative of us to her. So I'm going to quickly go through here. This first one I want to show you. Oh, I don't know if I can get it all. And there, this one is a little 3-piece, but it is the little Bible and a little heart that says, I love Jesus. And then there's one here that's a little heart and it says love. Sorry, my camera is not focusing in well. Now this one here is a 4-leaf clover with a little puppy dog. Yeah, there it is. If I sit still long enough, it'll tag in there for you. This next one I thought was so cute and so sweet too. It is a schoolhouse with an apple and a heart. I hope I can spread those out for you to see. Come on, camera. There you go. And let me see how I'm going here. A pair of angel wings. Little key. Let's see. This one is a little heart with a little girl there. She's hanging upside down, I think. This is another one that is, it says, I love Jesus, and the little Bible has a cross cut out on one side, and I think a heart on the other side. No, the dove, excuse me. And then I have one here that is the tree of life. There we go, a little heart. And Connie knows that besides my blue bonnets and yellow roses, that I love sunflowers. And let's see, I showed you that one. Where's the other one? I know there's one more here that I need to show you. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Oh goodness, guys, I love this one. It is a horseshoe. There you can see it. And a longhorn for Texas Longhorns. Now, I'm not talking about the Longhorns that are representative of University of Texas, because that's kind of a dirty word at my house because we're Aggies. But I do have to say that the school that I retired from teaching, we are Bront Longhorns, and so I thought that was really very, very sweet. Very sweet to put that in there. Alrighty. Get that back in there because I don't want to lose them. And then I think the very last thing that I have here to show you is this beautiful little spoon from Michelle Mosaic. It says, "I wish you lived next door." Now, if that's not one of the sweetest things that you can say to a friend, in other words, I wish we were next door neighbors so that we could see each other all the time. And you know, I think we all walked away from our little adventure this year of wishing that we just had this great big compound. You know, we all had our own little houses, but we could come out together in the gathering, sit around a fire pit and talk and crochet, barbecue whenever we wanted to. I mean, you know, in a perfect world, that's what we would all love to see, but we all know life doesn't work that way. So I hope that you've enjoyed my wonderful vacation this year, especially with my Zoomy friends, because it was something very, very special to me, and I know it was special to them too. In fact, it was so special that we're already planning for next year. But I promise you, it will not be in the middle of July with the heat that we have here. So we're hoping for some cooler temperatures and in an area where even if it gets a little warm, it won't be like Florida. That's all I have to say. Not that I'm knocking Florida, folks, but it's just like Texas. In the summer, it can get hot. Sure can. So again, like I said, I hope that you've enjoyed these two parts to my time with the friends in Kissimmee, Florida. Until tomorrow, please always remember, be the light out there in the darkness for someone today, because you never know, could be your light that they need to see. And one more thing, anytime you have the opportunity to meet up with a friend, whether it's someone you know on the YouTube streets, someone you go to church with, a school friend, whoever, anytime you have the time, make the time to meet up with your friends. Do it, because you never know what's going to happen tomorrow. So speaking of tomorrow, until then, I love you guys. Bye.